Hey world, it's your girl TNT and today is Thursday, March 19th, 2020, and I decided that I want to start a daily vlog or like a daily video journal about this whole coronavirus pandemic. So I'm pretty sure the whole world knows that we're going through a pandemic and it's the coronavirus. And so it's basically what the coronavirus is, it's a disease or a virus that attacks your lung, and in severe cases it destroys 20 to 30% of your lung capacity, and it can kill you. So I say that to just basically give information on what the coronavirus is, and I'm not going to get into all of the statistics and all of that because you know, you could do that research on your own, but I'm just here to basically talk about my own experience with the coronavirus. I don't have it, so my own experience relating to the coronavirus. So going back to 2019, that's when I first heard about it, the end of December, and that's when it popped up in China. I think it may even have been the beginning of 2020. I might not have even heard about it in December 2019. Basically, it was a virus that was spreading really fast in China, and we knew that it was a virus that could potentially kill people. So skip to where we are now. So I'm currently self-quarantined. I've been self-quarantined for the past 7 days, and I've been practicing social distancing, which basically means I've limited all of my in-person social interactions to just staying at home. And the reason we're doing this is because we know that the coronavirus is spreading extremely fast, and even though it may not be deadly to young folks or people my age, it can put somebody's grandmother or grandfather or parents or somebody who has a relative that's sick at risk. So it's really important for all of us to practice social distancing, because it is possible for you to have the virus and for it not to be deadly at all, for you to have no symptoms, but you can still infect others, meaning that it's still very contagious. Usually one person infects about 20 people or more. So those are just some info on the coronavirus. But going back to my own personal experience, I feel like here, so I'm in LA, I'm in Los Angeles, and definitely I feel like we have seen some panic here in LA, specifically when it comes to the grocery stores and other major cities as well. Meaning, like, when you go to a grocery store, so this was last week, if you went to a grocery store last week, literally all of the water is gone. All of the toilet tissue, paper towels, napkins are gone. All of the disinfectant, Lysol wipes, the spray, all of that type of stuff is gone. And I can honestly say this is the first time in my 22 years of life where I've seen a grocery store almost completely empty. Meaning all the canned foods are gone. Literally the only stuff that is left is like perishable items, like some milk or some fruits or like apples and stuff like that. But most of all the lunch meat, all the cheese, all the chips, all like, it's wild. And the reason that I'll go more into detail about that later, because this is something that I want to do every day to give updates. But the reason that happened is because it was panic. People panicked. They were panic buying, and some people even did it for capitalist reasons, like I'm gonna buy in bulk and sell it for a higher price online. There's a lot of different reasons for why that happened. But when I film tomorrow with my roommate Sierra, I'll get into more detail about that. But I'm currently in self-quarantine. I'm not by myself. I'm with my roommate and my best friend Sierra. So she said, hey. She's doing her hair right now. We're gonna do these vlogs together going forward. But we both have our own room, so we're able to have our own space. But it's also great because we're not by ourselves. We can interact with each other. But I feel like the reason I really wanted to do this vlog is because I feel like this is something that's going to be very valuable in 2040, if we make it to 2040. But because we're really in the middle of a completely life-changing situation. This is something that is going to be looked back on in human history, and it's either going to be a wow or this could possibly be the end. Who knows? You know, I'm an optimist, so regardless, I'm getting myself together because this world is not my end goal. My end goal is heaven. I am trying to be up there turning up with Jesus and loving on the Lord. So yeah. I feel like now is a really good time to use situations like this to build your relationship with God, because you really have nothing to lose from doing that. Even, you know, even if you may be an atheist or maybe you may not be spiritual, I always say you have nothing to lose when it comes to building a relationship with God, because in reality it does give you a sense of peace. And if you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. So I'm not here to preach. That's just my suggestion for maybe some people who are feeling panic or people who are feeling overwhelmed or paranoid. Just pray about it, or just sit down and meditate and do yoga, or talk to your close friend about something other than the coronavirus. But yes, so I'm gonna add in a lot more info in these videos as time goes on, but like I said, I just wanted to kind of give this a jump start so I can talk about my personal experience of what's going on. And we're really in the middle of a pandemic, and I can say at first I didn't take it serious. At first I thought the coronavirus was a lot of propaganda, and because you will see headlines like 14 people dead at a nursing home, and in my head I'm like, how do we know this was truly the virus? How do we know these people weren't just gonna pass away from, you know, old age? But I feel like I realized this was really serious, reflecting on what's going on in Italy right now. So in Italy, like we said, the virus originated in China. However, you know, race has nothing to do with the virus, meaning anybody can get it. At first we were joking, we were like, black people can't get it, because for the longest we hadn't heard of any black people with the coronavirus, but black people could definitely get it because there's more than enough cases now showing that is possible. But going back to what made me take this serious is in Italy right now, there's actually more deaths from the coronavirus than there was in China. And they're saying that's because when they first started talking about the pandemic, people didn't take it serious, kind of like how a lot of Americans are doing now. And so people still, and speaking of Italy, people still went on spring break trips, people still went on their ski resort trips and got in these large gatherings and partied and did all this stuff. And now everybody's quarantined because so many people have the virus. And like we said, just because it's possible for you to have the virus and not show any type of symptoms and it not to be deadly for you, but because one person can infect about 20 or more people, it doesn't mean that this virus isn't going to be deadly to somebody you could infect. And so that's why social distancing is important. And I feel like here in America, if we don't take it serious and we don't do some reflection and look at other cases in the world, then, you know, only time can tell the disaster of what it really could be. And right now, I would say almost the whole country is self-quarantine. Here in LA specifically, the mayor decided to close all the bars, restaurants, retail stores. He was able to legally close everything except churches, but here in LA there's no large gatherings of more than 50 people. So yeah, we've been staying home. I'm gonna get more into detail tomorrow. If you guys have specific things you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments and I'll touch on that. But like I said, I really just wanted to create a video journal to just talk about what's going on and just to give updates on my experience with the world around me today. But life is short, life is temporary, and I feel like when we know life isn't promised, we need to make the best of the time that we have left. So yeah, stay safe, wash your hands, take precautions, practice your social distancing, do some self-care, and I will see you later.